The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He's going to air one out. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. He'll drop to throw. Out to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Set, number 18, David. All right, here we go, recon, 132 fight. Ready, go. Opposite. Ready.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, ready, go.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
At their own 32-yard line.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Johnson's got it complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. On 3rd and 2. McCarthy. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down. A reminder. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll run it with Johnson. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. McCarthy, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. 2nd and 1. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to throw. Ellis. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. But you got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, check Mike 57. On the ball. On the ball. Mike 57.
They're going to look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens get a bit closer. No problem there on the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got 4. We got 4.
Johnson. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Looking to throw on second down. Ellis forced out to his left. He'll run it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
60 outlaw.
On 3rd and 2, Ellis. He gets this one to Johnson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Ellis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Go! 15
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Back to throw. Ellis. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he finds the tight end, Reed. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time.
Let's get off the field, D. Kill. He's crossing. He's checking clock strike.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Amari Cooper. with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And how about that return as he's hauled away inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he coughed it up. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know it's coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Jordan Reed has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Under 10. Charlie. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Set, go. Smoke.
2nd and 10. It's caught by OBJ. And he will be taken down, but a big quick up there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab, and the Ravens get a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Ellis into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. He'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Go! Hurry!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for him. Offense,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it. This time doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
I'm going to come back to you. Back to you. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Ellis. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. To throw on 3rd down, Ellis. And an alley to run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustrating.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make them now.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 5. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Johnson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. But Charles, it's 1 points that they